Today we're doing a late night talk with special guest Koenig42. And so, Koenig, hello. How, pretty good. Yourself? All right. So let's start right now with some question here. First, do you want to tell us what country you're from? Yes, indeed. And it seems like you guys all have the same accent. Your accent makes me think of Kamoxist a lot. Yeah. All right. And just to let us know, how did you get to choose your nickname? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense because I thought too it was for Koenig. And all right. Well, and how long have you been playing the game? Yeah, yeah, I love that game. I, all right, so you've got a long experience of RTS, and especially with Eugen as their first game, RUSE. All right, well, you know what? I played a lot of Supreme Commander myself. I wish they would remake one exactly the same as it was. And I also started Eugen with RUSE, so it's cool to see that, it, yeah. Oh, oh boy, it's a long way. All right, and what game mode did you start with playing in Capture the Flag? And was it 1v1, 10v10? Okay, so everything except. Yeah, all right. Yeah, because. Yeah, same. Well, no, I tried it before. I tried not so long ago for my videos, and it wasn't that bad, but I feel like there's no. It's like push everything for. Yeah, exactly. It's more about pushing everything forward. And the reason I ask people this question is because there's a lot of people saying to newbies that they should start with 10v10, and I personally disagree with that. So I want to show people that some of the top players here, we started, well, not we, but you started playing in the 1v1, and it's entirely possible to do that without going 10v10. Um, yeah, but anyway, yeah. So, how many games do you win on average compared to your losses? So, and do you participate in rank a lot as well? I just because your accent, it looks like you said 17%, but you wanted to say 70%. No, that's fine. Okay, it's just what I heard 17, so I just want to make sure that correction. No. All right, and yeah, go on with the question, with the answer. I mean. Okay. Okay. How come it's impossible? Just because it's the same players that end up in rank and quick play. It's the same battles, right? possible to win. Yeah. Yeah, no, well, I agree. 358 is pretty hard to play. I actually won with it though when I started doing my Let's Play series. I had to play it and I won, and this is why I discovered I really like actually the Seventh Estonian because they're similar, but yeah. Anyway, and yeah, yeah, it sure is better than the 358. That's for sure. And so you are an active are you a member are you an active member of the community, I wanted to say, and if so, how do you participate in it? Yeah, all right, so you play a lot of tournaments. All right, and I bet you find, just for the people who don't know you, do you find a lot of success in the tournaments? All right, um do you see yourself playing the game for a long time still? Yeah, you think Broken Arrow is gonna trump over Steel Division?
They wanted the release of Broken Arrow uh, next or close to uh, 2022 and not in 2023.
Okay. Um, in the chat, they said they couldn't hear you. I wonder if they missed the whole part in first. That would be a bummer. But anyway, let's keep on with the interview then. Okay. So, what is your favorite and least favorite divisions, and why?
My favorite division is the second blending. Everybody knows, I believe. The only division that I hate is the third Fallschirmjäger. I hate this division because this div is OP as 6th airborne, and because the Fallschirmjäger FS is very difficult to control.
Yeah.
I haven't a third Fallschirmjäger deck. It is the only deck that I don't have.
Okay. Yeah, I completely agree with you there. Although I personally I do have a Fallschirmjäger deck. I use it when I'm really frustrated, preying on some noobs. Um, but yeah, okay. So second Blade would be your favorite, and third Fallschirm your
Yes.
least. All right. And what would be one change that you would make to the current version of the game if you could?
Good transition. The list is deep, but I think that a nerf of Fallschirmjäger in availability should be good, and an increase of the price of Tetrarch, Little John, and Daimler Little John too. But there were a lot of ideas to nerf buff. I think the next patch seems well. I think nerf of fighter bombers, nerf of Molotovs, super tank, and assault gun, etc. Eugen said that last week in uh, week post.
All right. And how much how much do you actually like the game, and why are you returning to it constantly?
I love this game. I play often in ranked. I think that the ranked it's good because you have a lot of maps in MV1, but maybe in a few months, if it don't have new maps, uh, um, I don't come back in the game.
Yeah, yeah. God knows we're all petitioning for new maps. Apparently,
Yes,
they said to me on Reddit that they knew the community wanted map, but
yes.
yeah. Anyway,
I don't understand. I would like more maps, rotated maps, maybe of existing maps.
yeah,
1v1 turn by 90 degrees, but it's easy to do. But I can't understand.
yeah. And even if they weren't as balanced as could be, at least it would be something different. If
Yes,
they could maybe just put these map in QP or anyway. Um,
yes.
so next question. You're a very good player, obviously, for those people who knows you. What skills have helped you succeed in the game?
Uh, I think that each player come with own skills. That's why we play the same game but with different ways. The consequence is a different playstyle, strategy. We love some division and other love other. The skill useful for me is experience of RTS and RTT, a good memory, smartness, obviously, the tenacity, and be passionate to play this game. I can add for me the read of strategy and tactical books. Some authors are interesting for strategic knowledge, like Clausewitz, and for tactical knowledge. The best book for me is the one of General Yakovlev with theoretical tactical. I learned a lot of stuff in.
Okay. All right. So lots of book, lots of knowledge about World War II. Yeah,
Yes,
that definitely
and
helps.
be passionate. It's fundamental.
All right. And do you think your social skills suffer from so much solitary game playing?
No, because you can play one game of SDR and stop after 1 hour. It's not an addictive game.
All right. And how much training was required for you before you were ready for tournament play? How much training did you spend?
Not much. My training is the ranked. I play 3 4 before the beginning of a tournament. But after your first game in tournament, you are ready because the first game you are a little bit stressed and you don't have the reapers, so
Yeah.
you.
Okay. And what's the longest playing session you've ever put in into the game?
Oh, in one down, 1 hour and 30 minutes, and in 4v4, 1 hour and 40 minutes. It was pretty long.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's a lot of time. I think I
Yes,
myself have never been over 1 hour. Damn.
you are tired and you come to the bed just after the game.
Yeah, definitely. And have you ever been, seeing as you're a very good player and that you would know how the game works, have you ever been approached by the dev for advice or work even?
Sorry, I can't answer to this question.
Okay.
So you can say yes, but uh, I can't say myself
Okay.
yes.
We'll go to the next question. No problem. Top secret stuff here. On when when you look at a game like Steel Division 2 that has lots of violence and portrays a certain political side to it, how do you feel about the assertion that video games cause behavioral problems in kids?
I disagree. The problem is not video games. It's too easy to say that. Some kites have other problem to explain their behavior. The solution isn't to stop video games for those children. Sometimes video games allow them to have an universe where they forgot their problems. But definitely, I recommend to don't play video games more than 3 hours per day when you are a teenager. But when you are an adult, you play the day and completely.
Yeah.
You don't care.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, and have you ever taken a day? Because sometimes you hear in games when a DLC release, people will actually call in sick for work. Have you ever taken a day off from work to play a new DLC?
No, never.
All right, that's good. And do you feel stressed by all the attention you get from the community?
Yes. When I play League, I'm stressed
Yeah.
because I know that I'm on Twitch sometimes, and I play the bad sometimes because I know that.
And you're in the fantasy league as well, so people put money on you, I guess.
Where the fantasy league, it's a very cool concept.
Yeah, it is for sure. I was surprised myself to see fantasy league in such a small niche game. But
Yes.
anyway, what division are you currently playing in?
Almost all. I can share my Excel tab with my dedicated statistic with all win rates of each division. But I can say that I played 90% of the SD division in ranked. I don't play OP division like third GM Jaeger.
Yeah. Okay. So
but I play DFL because I'm French. Sorry, guys.
No, that's fine. That's understandable. And so you do have an Excel sheet where you calculate everything from all of your divisions.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that is dedication.
With the win rate of Blindy Armored division, of Mechanized division, the win rate of French division, of US division, of Romanian division. The win rate between a division, for example, the second Blindy against 1970, 1907, and like that I can choose my division in league. I do that recently.
Okay, all right. All right. Well, now that we have established who you are in the game, let's take a look at some other questions. So, what would you recommend? These are probably going to be more centered for newer players. What would you recommend a new player to start with when first purchasing the game? Should they be better off playing single player, go into team games, 1v1 only?
Play IE first, play team games, then try to find players with the same language in order to play with. And for the 1v1, join the bootcamp Discord. It's a good Discord to learn. And after, join the Discord of the league for sure. Read what the big players say, ask questions, and play quick play. After play ranked, and after play tournaments.
All right, sounds good. And for those people watching on YouTube, I'll put the link to the bootcamp Discord below. And
yes,
if you could pick 3 divisions that new players should start with, who would they be?
The noobiest division for me is likely the third armored. It's easy to use. The second for me, 29 Tankovi is a division for beginner too. And the 5th Panzer is good to begin. You have all the tools available to play a team game. I gave 3 divisions of each big faction of the game. You have Western countries, Soviet, and Axis. You can choose among these 3.
All right. Yeah, I would agree that Chapter, the US also is very very easy to play with, and 29th was my favorite. One of the first division I saw a lot of success with when I was
Yes.
not so long ago. And
Like me, I begin with 29 Tankovi.
yeah, it is a good division. And okay, so if you could permanently remove something from the game, what would it be?
Remove nothing. Add, yes. Add more maps for NV1, 2v2, 4v4.
Okay.
Stop to adding 10v10 map.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, definitely. I feel some people are gonna hate us there, but anyway. All right. And how common is it for a somewhat weaker gamer to beat a stronger one?
With tools like off maps, train plane, but it's a strategy. You have to be more defensive in opening because the opening is the moment where you will lose lot of units against a good player because he will have a better micro than you, so you have to be careful in the opening first, and after try to be careful at the big units of your division.
So I'm not sure that really answers the question though. That's good advice, but would you say it's common? Would you say a newer player could win against a better one, or it's impossible to do so?
Okay. It's possible. It depends of the matchup of the lot of circumstances.
Okay, so there is hope for newer players.
Yes,
All right. And
definitely.
is there one guy who's generally acknowledged as the best all-around pro player?
I would say that isn't one guy, but four guys. The fourth, fantastic. Gonzo, Nila, Quateryu, and Kama. But it can change. Maybe some other good player can extend these big boys clubs.
All right. And how much money can you earn from gaming tournaments?
I believe in Div 1, the winner earn more of $100. In Div 2, it's the half of Div 1, and Div 3 is the half of Div 2. I believe that this is the sharing.
Okay, so there is a little money to be made with enough dedication.
Yes.
I mean, Division 3 is perfectly within the range of a lot of players here.
Yes.
All right, and do you think pro players here in Steel Division have groupies?
First of all, I think there isn't pro player because be professional is to have um, a fixed income each month. It is the definition of pro. Uh, and unfortunately, as they do, without sponsor, we can't earn each month a fixed income. But there are a lot of very good players. You can say pro, but it isn't true. It depends on the player. For example, I prefer the playstyle of Gonzo, that's the one of Karma. But the two playstyle of these two players are awesome.
Yeah, so you would say that people who would adore these players would depend largely on the style they played.
Yes.
All right. And well, when I say pro player, I just mean the top players of Steel Division 2. This is what I mean by pro players.
Yes.
All right. So, have you ever seen people in gaming tournament get into a feud because of something that happened during or after the match? And if so, could you recount some drama that you've experienced?
For the first question, I duped, but the second, the reef dropout in Division 3 Group C makes me angry. He dropped out just before his last game against me. After he lost the first game against me, he dropped out like with any reason, and this dropout impacted the result of the group. It makes a drama. So I can say other drama, but this drama was a little bit unfair for those players who played all their games.
All right. And is there something you'd like to be put in place to counter these things in the future?
Maybe a rule, a season ban, maybe, but it's severe. Maybe I don't know, but a rule is necessary to counter that.
Yeah. All right. And what would what well, what would be your favorite map to play in 1v1 out of tournament?
Uh, all or none of them, but the worst is definitely Lenina in ranked and team games.
Okay. Lenina, yeah, it's a map that's not liked by
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Yes.
That's the one with the town in the middle, right?
Yes. In
Yeah,
1v1, you have the 90 degrees rotated map, and 4v4, 3v3, the biggest.
yeah. No, I also hate. Hate. I mean, I dislike. It's just a monster mash in the middle, and infantry combat isn't enough developed with this game to have large city battle like that. I think. And so next question: how important is your rank title to you?
It is important, but it doesn't reflect good the level of player. The league reflects better the level of players, I think.
Yeah. All right.
I would compare the league as the Champions League in football and the ranked as an international Champions League championship.
Okay. All right. Um, and what do you think about players starting with napalm as an opening?
You can do it, yeah, but you invest a lot of points for napalm, and on the one you are weak. I have no problem with that.
Okay. And what would you think of players starting with off map?
So same that I said with for napalm. It's you can do it, but it's a strategy. Yeah, it's easy to counter. You can dodge the off map with a little experiences.
Okay.
I think.
All right. On what would be the for what would be like think about the newer players when I asked that, but what would be the best opening move on any given map with any given division?
And there isn't a best opening. Sorry to new players to say that, but you have to adapt your opening at the situation on us on maps on with division against you fight. It's it depends.
So then the best strategy would be to adapt to whatever you see on the
Yes,
map. All right.
yes,
That, that's
good.
that's a good answer. That's a good answer. And what should new players really work hard on if they want to get better?
Oh, big question. Um, there are a lot of stuff. I can't list them all. You have to progress on the planes with the evac Winchester. You have to progress with the different kinds of map. You have to progress with infantry fight. Lot of stuff to become a good player.
Okay. And what should intermediate? Well, I guess this would be the same thing. What should intermediate players really work hard on?
I would say that new player have to work, and for intermediate player, continue to work and have fun. Just have fun.
Yeah. Okay. And if what like for people Division 2 and up, what should they work on, you think, to get better? Will it be
Um,
different?
I can say that if the player are good, he will learn again after more than 500 games. For me, for example, I learned 1 month ago to try to dodge the TNT grenade. Before, I I don't know how to do that. So you can learn again and again.
All right. I didn't even know you could do that. I often try to run away from TNT, but it looks like the TNT actually follows the unit.
Uh, I'm not sure. I saw in recent game um, the capacity to infantry to dodge the TNT grenade in fallback.
Okay. All right. And we have also, for those who watch that on YouTube, we have Quattro U, who is a top Division 1 player. He says the TNT dodge works only in building. And now you, Koenig, says that you can press the fallback button and that might work as well.
Mm, it works only on the building, the TNT?
Yeah, that's what he says here. He says that in the forest it will follow, and fallback is the only option. So yeah, I guess he would agree with you too. So, but it's good to know that there's a way to dodge these TNT because they're very, very powerful.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's go to another question here. What do you enjoy from playing the tournaments? What makes you keep going season after season?
The competition, of course, and the great level of player. The league is the best tournament of SD2. SD2. You can't find a tournament where there is a bigger level. Uh, that's why I play in a tournament like league or SD2 Olympics games.
Yeah, yeah. Because I bet for you playing quick play or rank has to be pretty easy most of the time, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
I wish I was there. And
Sometimes you encounter Gonzo, Karma, but on 10 games you will encounter Karma, Gonzo, Quateryu 1 times.
yeah. And yeah, for sure. Okay. And do you often just let's switch to another question. Do you often read on the Steam forum?
Yes, I read, and sometimes I post when a guy says bullshit on French division, or to help Gen to fix something such as when I report the multiple desynchronization.
Yeah, yeah. All right. We've got your answer for that, right? You know that.
Yes,
Okay. All right.
uh,
Just I was just saying. All right.
I saw it.
Yeah. All right. Fine. And how do you determine? Let's say a new player is gonna come and he get all these divisions, and then he not only does he have to choose a division, he also has to choose an income. So how do you determine which income is best for which divisions?
It is personal. It depends of the player, but some division are playable with just one of two income at the Panzeri Divisiona because it's fast located. You can play with Maverick or Vanguard only. Uh, you can ask my friend Barbarian. Is a one of the best Panzeri Divisiona player, I think. But you have Panzerna, a great Vanguard deck, uh, other decks like that.
All right. So yeah, and there is something like that that says in the division description, right? When the division is best for defense,
Yes,
offense. Yeah.
you can see a listing where you find A, B, C. The C division is very good for defensive, like Rima Rabana, or for A division like Sverda Mored. It's a good offensive division.
Okay. All right. And would you like to see more divisions coming into the game? Like we've got all these DLCs. Are you sick of them, or do you want more division to come into the game?
Yes, I'm happy to see um, add other division, but I would like more maps.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Same thing. It would be great if DLCs, let's say they do a Italian DLC. It would be great if they had some maps where the Italian fought on the Eastern Front and things like that.
I think it's impossible for the developer to do that because they said that it can't they can't do uh, Italian maps because they have the settings of Eastern Front maps.
No, but
So
this is
I believe that new Eastern Front maps uh, would be good. Italian maps, yes, maybe, but just maps, whatever,
yeah.
maps.
But I was saying where the Italians fought on the Eastern Front. So say where were the Italian during Bagration? Personally, I don't know that. But if they could do, like for example, if we were to do the old Eastern Front and we were to put some Italian division into it, then we would easily be able to put some Stalingrad suburb area
Yes,
map in.
I agree.
Yeah, and the devs did put some maps for Finland, like like those Finland
Yes,
maps. And I wonder why they stopped doing it.
Taliantala.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's because of the bad reception of these maps. They didn't do more after that. I don't know.
Yes, yes, maybe. But Ilomancy and Taliantala are very good.
Yeah, you like them?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I don't hear that often, personally. um, all right. Anyway, let's move away from these map stuff. Do you often use do you use evac Winchester with your planes?
Yes, but sorry, I don't want to explain. It's a secret. I
Okay.
keep some secrets.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's all right. And what would you?
Maybe for a good player, it's not a secret because he saw me play, but for other who remains, it's a secret.
All right. And what would you be your style of play?
Uh, if you want to know, watch my games on Hobo channel.
Yes.
No, I'm joking. I'm more an aggressive player than a defensive player, definitely. I play all division, so it depends. But I prefer attack and sometimes do cheese, like I did in League this season. Cheesy tactics.
Oh, cheesy tactics. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, a lot of pro players actually use cheesy tactics and off maps often.
My first games on League this season with an opening with Calliope.
Oh yeah.
I shock the community with that.
Yeah, I think I have you on recording actually with that. When was that? Was it this season?
Season 6, the
Yeah.
first game against Flix
Yeah, yeah.
with
I do have
yeah,
that on. Yeah, that
yes, it's your first
cast.
recording.
Yeah, that was cheesy. I agree with that. I would hate that.
Yes.
All right, and I'll ask you a last question here. One question that's important to me. What do you think about off map as a whole? Do you think it's a good idea to have it in the game? And does it really mean like I'm often going to say that people using off map lack skills, and well, obviously, a lot of people who use off map are much better than me, but still, do you think it really means a lack of skill from players that are abusing it? And I mean abusing by using tons of off map in one single game.
No, because off map are expensive in general, and like I said before, you can dodge an off map with experience and training. You share the units on an area, and you disperse it. I think, as in all sports, the weakest player have to have some way to be more to be better than a skilled player. And if a weaker player use an off map, maybe you can, on the other side, perform and break this front line, because he doesn't have nothing on the other side, because he invests a lot of money on this off map.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all the questions I had for you. Was there anything you would like to add before we conclude this interview?
I wish to say good luck to the entire community and have fun to SD2. See you in the battlefield, guys.
All right, well, you've heard Koenig. See you in the battlefield, guys. And Koenig, je te remercie beaucoup d'avoir joint mon entrevue.
Merci.
Et puis, on se revoit.
Merci à toi surtout.
Ah, ça me fait plaisir. Puis, on se revoit.
Ça m'a fait beaucoup plaisir.
Oui, ben c'est le fun, je trouve, d'avoir faire des entrevues comme ça, donner une bonne explication au monde. Bref,
ouais.
On se revoit sur le, comme tu as dit, sur le champ de bataille.
Ça marche.
All
Allez,
right.
à plus et bonne chance à toi. Ciao.
All right, bye. Goodbye. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for meeting us here for an interview. If you liked it, I'm going to try to pump some more as time goes by. If you want yourself to be interviewed, just give me a private message in Discord. And if you are at least Division 3 player and up, I will probably take you on that. So thank you much. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day. Goodbye.